20 on EA Sports.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey! Hit it!
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. It's a set. Come on, fellas.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
On deck, baby. On deck.
Now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Clark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Ginn has it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
60 out long. Ready.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Set 90 Wolf.
56. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner? Safe?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready? 8-3.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A give. This is Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That'll be complete to Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the 4th down.
Ready up.
56. Mike's 56. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm going to run you over.
Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
56. Check 56.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Head up.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're set up in a golden position here.
Set. 10-2 soft.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Got you, boy.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Right there, 56. Switch up. Check 31.
Now.
On 1st down, Lutz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Let's see what you got.
They'll set up to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Mike's 56. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons all the time.
In trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. Looking long for Thomas, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And
let's go now. 60 or.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Ready?
they'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
70, Indy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with... So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a bit.